I have a very decent gaming PC. EVGA 3060, 24 gigabytes of RAM. I have a 500 gigabyte SSD, an Intel i9. Overall decent setup. With the 3060, I'm getting 100 to 120 FPS on some of the biggest AAA games that are coming out today, such as Modern Warfare 2. So, if I have this great computer, why would I get this? Well, there's a small reason. Mainly, I wanted to ask myself, if I were to get the Steam Deck and make it my gaming PC for a week, what would that be like? That's what I did. It was honestly an overall decent experience. This is a thought that my wife had about this, is you have this awesome computer, why would you need a Steam Deck? This is what happened. A local game shop called Ready Up got one in stock, and I grabbed all my old electronics that I could to trade in to get some money to do it, and I got it over half off. So something I couldn't really beat at that point. That was the first thing. Second, I wanted to see if this was a viable option for the future of playing video games and technology itself. Seeing like some of the gaming laptops that are coming out, it's insane the amount of stuff that they can fit into such a small body, and I wanted to kind of experience that for myself. And with it being over half off, this was my opportunity. This was my opportunity to do it. I got it. I decided I'm going to switch this out with my gaming PC and use it for a couple weeks, see if it was something that was cool and actually worked. And it did. It worked very well. Some of the games that I have played: Grand Theft Auto 5, Spider-Man Remastered, Grand Theft Auto 4 is another one that I've played. I've played a lot of great on Steam titles, and then a couple that, aren't. And then there's one on the Steam store that says is not compatible on the Steam Deck at all, and that is Madden 23. I've played that for probably about 10 hours now, solely on the Steam Deck, and it works. I haven't tried any of the online or any of the career yet, but as for just jumping in and playing a game, it works completely fine. I've had no trouble with it at all. I've even ran it on high settings, and I would get some stuttering during cutscenes, but besides that, gameplay itself ran perfect. So, will this be the future of PC gaming? It's a huge possibility. There are a few tweaks that need to be made before it can fully become that future pinnacle of PC gaming. First off, the battery life. The battery life is garbage. We're talking 2 hours under a heavy load, which is basically any game that you play on Steam. You're getting 2 to 3 hours, tops. If you don't do anything, like playing games, if you're just downloading stuff, it lasts a little bit longer, but for the most part, you're not getting a lot of battery life out of it. So if you're wanting to use it for traveling or anything like that, make sure you bring a cable that can plug into a car, because you're gonna need it. You ain't lasting the whole road trip with it, that is for sure. However, I travel a lot to my parents, and having this as an option to take down to play games with my nephews and still be able to play the games that I've bought on Steam is a huge plus. And honestly, it runs it great. Another small tweak, though, is it gets hot. Now, not dangerous levels of hot, of like burning the components inside. I would say it's a decent temperature. Most of the temps, cap out around 80, 81 degrees, which for computer components is fine. It won't seriously mess up anything in theory at that temperature, but it is still that temperature. So, that is something that could definitely be fixed, and something that I have seen recently at the CES, I believe it is, CES showing, whatever, is a lot of the, I believe it's ASUS laptops, have fans all along the side and the back of the laptop. You know, it has a whole, not fans, but it has a whole cooling system. You know, with vents on the side, pipes all the way around the side, and then 3 fans on the inside, because there's a freaking 4090 in it that would melt if you didn't have that. But some of that should probably try to be implemented into the Steam Deck, because let me tell you, it is a little hot sometimes. And I will say that almost every game on the Steam Deck that is playable, that has a little like yellow exclamation point, yeah, those are pretty much fine. You know, most of the time it's just, for example, Grand Theft Auto, whenever you have to log into Rockstar Games, you just gotta use the touchscreen. You know, nothing crazy. So, with that being said, I've spent 2 weeks on the Steam Deck, and honestly, it's been a very, very good overall experience. You know, besides some battery stuff, besides some heating stuff, and besides some confusing software glitches, I guess you could say. Like, here's an example. An example of a software glitch is sometimes it just randomly disconnects from the internet, and I have to restart the whole thing for it to connect to my internet. You know, I will turn the internet off and back on. I'll disconnect it and reconnect it. I'll forget the network and reconnect it. I'll go offline and come back online, and nothing works until I restart it, which is annoying, but I think it's just software. This seems like a software issue. And something that can be easily fixed, but as of right now, it is not, and it is a little annoying. Now, I did forget to mention at the beginning of the video that my Steam Deck is the 64 gigabyte, which is nothing. If you get the 64 gigabyte, you're gonna need a micro SD card. There's a micro SD card slot, and you cannot tell the difference if you're playing a game on a micro SD card or the actual storage on the Steam Deck. No difference at all in performance. It's essentially the same, which is mind-boggling to me. I don't know how they did that, but props to Valve for doing that, because that is an accomplishment in and of itself. Like I said, the 64 gigabyte is nothing. You can get Elden Ring, and that would be it. Literally, you could not get anything else on Steam if you just got Elden Ring. So, just throwing that out there a little bit too, because you're going to need a micro SD card, and you're probably going to need a big one. They have a terabyte one. 1 terabyte, it's like $150. Throw that in there and you'll be good to go. And you could also swap out micro SD cards pretty quickly, so if you wanted to get a couple, you got a couple. So again, overall, my experience was fantastic. Now, I love my gaming PC a lot. The 3060 is great. Intel i9 is fantastic. Everything runs buttery smooth on it. And I would never fully replace my gaming PC with the Steam Deck. However, if you do have a PC and you are considering getting a Steam Deck, highly recommend it, because it's very portable and it works very well. If you don't have a computer and you're looking to get a computer, you can run Windows on a Steam Deck. Haven't heard good things about it. Don't want to try to install it because I don't really need it. Linux runs fine. You know, if you're not used to Linux, well, you know, you may want to look up some stuff about that before you buy a Steam Deck, because it is a learning curve, but once you get the hang of it, it's fine, you know. But I don't know if I would recommend this as a full-fledged desktop. It's more of just a handheld gaming PC that's solely for Steam. Now, I have downloaded Battle.net to try and do some third-party games on it. Battle.net itself works fine, but the thing is, I have tried. I know that there's a way to do this, but I'm just like either brain dead or like can't figure it out. I have tried to figure out how to get the storage on my SD card, like for Battle.net to download to my SD card. Cannot figure it out. I've tried multiple things. nothing seems to work. It wants to download to the machine itself, and with all of the software that's included on it, like Linux and Steam and all that stuff, there isn't enough room to really download anything. I've tried Diablo, it's too big. I've tried Overwatch, it's too big. And I obviously can't do any of the Call of Duties because that's 100 gigs minimum. I don't know what that was. So about that. But yeah, those are my thoughts about the Steam Deck. You know, I thought overall it was a good experience. I think that there's huge potential for it, and I hope to see some more software stuff roll out with it so that we can get an even buttery, smoother experience. Buttery smoother, if that's a word? I don't know. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the Steam Deck. Crazy cool. I love it. It is awesome. So yeah, let me know what you think. Leave a comment about the Steam Deck if you like it, if you don't like it. Leave a like if you did like the video. If you didn't like the video, dislike it. And please go ahead and subscribe. Hit that little bell so that you get notified of when I make new videos. I'm going to try to make a couple videos a month as along with the couple podcasts. So a couple podcasts a month, a couple videos a month, and we should be good to go. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.